Hello everyone, welcome to the Standard TST Legion Ambassador Program. If you are watching this video right now, it means you made it this far. So welcome, we are glad and excited to have you work with us. The goal of this Ambassador Program is to onboard creative Web3 enthusiasts passionate about blockchain technology to support our growth by engaging our most active contributors in outreach activities for maximum project visibility. What that simply means is that we expect our ambassadors to put in the necessary efforts to help the project grow. This means that you're going to be contributing your skills and your engagement, right, to the project. That means you can perform tasks for us, and you can also be active on our Discord server and other social media platforms that we are on. This video is basically to help you understand every single thing you need to know about the Ambassador Program, how to get started, and what not to do in the Ambassador Program. Please note that it is very important for ambassadors to be active on the server and other social media platforms that we are on, because we need to know that all our ambassadors are still with us. This means that ambassadors are not active will be removed likely on a weekly basis. So the flow for the Ambassador Program will be to get a task done, submit the task gets reviewed, and if the task is good enough, if your submission is good enough, it gets accepted for payment. But if your submission is not nice, it gets rejected. But the good thing is we're going to provide the feedback. So what you're supposed to do at that point in time is to look at the feedback, and you can ask more questions about the feedback. But you have to look at the feedback and apply it, try to learn from it, so that your next submission will likely be accepted. So how do you know what activities to do? Well, we have what we call the activity farming list. The activity farming list carries all the activities that we would like ambassadors to engage in. So you need to click on the activity farming list to know what tasks to do. When you come here, you see it says pick an activity, start working on any activity from the activity farming list, right? So you click on the activity farming list, and when you click on the activity farming list, you can see that we have a spreadsheet of different activities here. This part of the activity farming list is something you should not be worried about or concerned about, because this is the management part. And as you can see, we have program lead as Mike and Victoria, right? So Mike and Victoria are your program lead for this Ambassador Program. This means that when you have any issues or you want clarity on something, the first person you should be tagging, or the first people you should be tagging, are Mike and Victoria on Discord, right? So Mike is like Mike on Discord, and Victoria is I am Victoria on Discord. So for ambassadors, this is where you should look at, right? From one-off activities downward, this is where you should be looking at. This is where your tasks are, right? So we have different tasks for now. We have about 4 available tasks for now. This standard activity farming sheet is not rigid, in the sense that it is a living document. So from time to time, we're going to change things. The changes will depend on what the project needs at that point in time to go forward, to move forward. So it may be that this month we are needing memes and needing people to be active on Discord, and then next month we're needing Twitter threads, or we're needing something to do with other social media platforms, right? So the activity farming list will be reviewed every month. What this means is when you perform activities from let's say for a particular month, after performing activities for a particular month, you have to wait for the program leads to confirm to you that okay, we're moving forward with this same list, right? Because it may be that the sheet will be updated, so you have to confirm, oh, are we going to still work with these same activities, or the sheet is going to be updated? Then we'll let you all know. So for now, we have what we call the outstanding ambassador. For you to be an outstanding ambassador, you have to be an ambassador that is active on Discord and discussing everything related to the standard protocol and helping others to understand the project more. It's available for everyone, but only 10 people will be selected. So more like it's a competition. So only 10 spots are available. The 10 people selected will get $20 each at the end of the activity farming month, right? And then we have memes, which is JPEG memes. For this one, you can do 2 or more JPEG memes, right? And there are only 20 spots, meaning that only 20 memes will make it. Only 20 memes will be paid out. It has to be quality, it has to be funny, and it has to be unique. No plagiarism. Then we have the GIF memes. So you know what GIF means. So memes in form of GIFs, you can provide two, and you have to adhere to the standards. It has to be funny, and this will go for $15 per one, and 20 spots available. So only 20 GIF memes will make it at the end of the spring. The spring is usually 1 month, so it is usually like a 1 month duration. So we open the ambassador program up and you perform in activities, and in a month's time we review it and make payments in like 2 weeks. So we also have video memes, like memes in form of video. We have an example here, right? So you can look at that example. As we require more tags from ambassadors, we edit this list. So it is important that every month when a new spring starts, you go and look at the sheets to see what is available for you to do. So back to the Notion page. You heard me clearly, I called this a Notion page. That's because the ambassador program is managed on Notion, right? So what this means is that you have to get familiar with Notion, how to work with Notion, right? So for you to get access to Notion, you'll be sending us your email address. You just have to put in your email address in the ambassador chats on Discord and tag I am Victoria or Mike, and we'll give you access to Notion. And anything you do on Notion can be seen by us. So we need you to be very careful around Notion. You don't want to go on Notion and start messing around with things or deleting things that you're not supposed to delete, because we'll be able to trace it down to you, and once we find out that you're responsible for a particular disruption in the ambassador program Notion, you're going to be removed from the program. So please be careful with the Notion page. So once you're done with an activity, or once you pick an activity from the activity farming list, so I'll open this again. So let's say, for example, I decide that, I'm working on being an outstanding ambassador. I've picked an activity. What you need to do now is to add it to this part that says in progress. You need to let us know what you're working on. So I'm just going to click on new page. I'm going to paste it in there. I'm working to be an outstanding ambassador, right? And I'm going to edit this. So you just double click on it to edit it. So I can put here, Victoria, I'm working on this, right? So outstanding ambassador, just pick a category that this fits very well into. So I would say management, because I'm like managing the community in the sense that I'm a very active ambassador. And the base reward for this is what? The base reward for this is $20. So you just put in that the base reward is $20 and in progress. That's just it. You can add in a comment. It is important that every ambassador add in their Discord username as a comment to make things easier for us to easily check who is doing an activity. Mine is I am Victoria on Discord, so I'll just comment this as my Discord username. Alright, and that is it. So at the end of the month, when I am done with this activity, I'm done with it, I'll just drag it from here and move it to completed. So once you move it to completed, you don't have any business again with the Notion page. All you have to do is to relax for us to review it, right? And then when we review it, after, because when we want to review, we're going to lock Notion. So when we review your activities, either we'll put it here flagged for review. This means that it's still under review, we're still reviewing it. And after reviewing it, we're going to either put it in declined, or we're going to put it in marked for payments. And when we make payments, we're going to put it in payments initiated, right? That is just it. So but for you, so when you see your activity, when you see your card in declined, you know, oh, your card was declined, right? So but for you, all you need to do is to create a card in progress. Once you are done with that, you move it to completed. This will let us know, oh, you're done with that activity, right? So that's just it. You want to make sure you stick to only your card. Only open the card you created. Do not open people's card. For example, this is somebody's card. It is wrong for you to open this person's card and start editing things. It is very wrong, and we're going to trace it down to you if you do this. Stick to just your own card, which is the one you created. Alright, so that is it for the ambassador farming list and submission. So we're going to go back to the Notion main page. Click here to go back. So as you can see, we have other pages on the main page. We have this part of Notion that says ambassador. So what you're supposed to put here is like maybe your skill set, something interesting about you. You can fill this in. So I want to fill about myself, so I'm just going to open this up, and I'm going to name this Victoria. That's my name, Victoria. My skill set: content creation and community management. My Discord handle: I am Victoria. My Telegram handle: I am Victoria. My time zone: GMT +1. My Twitter handle is at I am Victoria _. So basically what you're doing here is you're just giving us more details about you as an ambassador, right? Since this page is open to all ambassadors, everybody will be able to see what you wrote about yourself. So this is nice because other ambassadors get to understand other ambassadors, they get to know other ambassadors. So if you want to know about other ambassadors, you can come here and check if other ambassadors are filling their details, so you know more about them, or you can just come here and fill in your own, so anybody that comes there knows more about you as an ambassador. So we're going to go back to the main page. There's another page here called the resources page. As the name implies, it just contains resources, useful resources that will help you when it comes to creating content. Because for you to create content, for you to do memes, 9 memes that matter, for you to be able to communicate on Discord properly like a real ambassador that understands the project, you need to understand the project, right? And this is where you find useful resources. You can see this is the standard documentation, this is the standard protocol, more about the standard protocol, this is the standard website, and this is the standard blog, right? So you can utilize these resources to understand more about the project and create valuable content that matter. So we'll go back to the main page and we'll take a look at community proposal. So if you remember clearly, I said that the activity farming page is a living document and we change the activities from time to time. So let's say you have a proposal, maybe an activity that would help the standard grow more. This is where you suggest it. You can come here and make a proposal, right? So if you open this up, let's say I want to make a proposal. I'm going to say new activity. Let's say, okay, my proposal is Twitter threads. Suggested by who? Victoria suggested it. My name, requirements, ambassadors should be allowed So create valuable threads on X. What type of suggestion is this? It's a Twitter suggestion. I'm just going to put in today's date, right? I'm just going to put status. So I'm just going to leave this. This is not for you to decide. So when you fill this in, we, the program leads, will check it from time to time. Oh, this person made this suggestion, we're going to review it, and then we're going to give you the status. Or did we review and accept it, or did we review and decline it, or are we still reviewing it? Right, so that is left for us to decide. When you come here, you can check the status, and then you know if your proposal got accepted, still being reviewed, or got rejected. So let's go back to the main page. Let's check this out. Rewards. So this is just all about the rewards, right? Your rewards will be paid out in the protocols token, which is TST, within 2 weeks at the start of each new month. Right. And then we check this out. This is disbursement. This has nothing to do with you. This is for the program leads to manage. So please do not tamper with this part of the page. Where you should be focusing on is activity farming list, ambassadors, resources, community proposer, and that is it. Yes. So if you've watched till this point of this video, I want to say a big thank you to you for listening carefully to every part of this video, because to function well as a good ambassador, as a great ambassador, you have to understand the processes that have been put in place and how to work accordingly with the project lead. So thank you once again for applying to be a standard ambassador. We are glad to have you. Bye.